So in today's class we are going to discuss about monocotyledons. What are the importance of monocotyledons? What are the features of monocotyledons? This is the diagram showing the different monocots with parallel venation leaf and scattered vascular bundles. And here you could see that the trimerous condition. Okay, multiples of 3 you could see. And here is that our monocotyledon, single cotyledon can be seen. So these are the features of our monocotyledons. Okay. So what is monocotyledon and what are the features? Again, we'll have a discussion on that. The general features of monocotyledons are they are mainly herbaceous plant. The woody plants are very much rare, and you could see only a single cotyledon, and there is a closed vascular bundle since there is no any cambium is there, and the leaves is having parallel venation, and you could see the trimerous condition. Multiples of 3 can be seen. The petals. This is a very familiar table for you people. This is a Bentham-Hooker system of classification. Here we are going to deal with today monocotyledon with 7 series are there, 4 plus 3, that is 7 series, and the calcine series and the glumaceae, that the 2 we are going to discuss today. Okay, so first we will have an overview of monocotyledons. That is embryo with single cotyledon, and the leaves you could see parallel venation, and there is a multiples of 3 is our tepals. So we are saying it as tepals. Now we have an advanced family. We are discussing about advanced family, so we'll see only tepals there, and the vascular bundles are scattered here and there on that matrix. Okay, so these are the examples of monocotyledons. And now first family we are going to is Araceae, and Araceae, the what it is coming under the series Calcinae, order Arachales, and family Araceae. This is a date palm phoenix, and this is our Arachia catechu, and this is our Calamus. Okay, Calamus rotundus. Okay, so these are the features. And what is that? The habit of the plant is usually unbranched trees. There is no any dichotomy branching and all. So there is unbranched trees there. For example, Phoenix and Arachia catechu. And the root is a fibrous root can be seen. And the stem, when you touch the stem, it is very woody. Unbranched stem is there. And you could in some plants you could see rhizome is also there. And the leaf bases can be seen on the wood. Okay, on the leaf bases, there is no any attachment, or there is no any pedicel is there for the leaf. So leaf bases we are saying it as. Okay, and what about the leaves are alternate. Some can be palm like and some can be pinnately compound, as that is seen in our dates and Arachia catechu, and the parallel venation that we have already. This is a floral characters. Floral characters inflorescence is a spadix. I remember spadix means what? There is a spade, the spade that has been covering our inflorescence. This is the diagram of our coconut. This is female flower, and the top you could see the male flower. Okay, that is a monoecious condition is there, and the flower usually sessile flower, small flowers with no any much pedicel is very much absent or short. Incomplete flower is there, hypogynous. Okay, incomplete flower, hypogynous. Some species actinomorphic flowers are also seen. Trimerous, that is the main point. Trimerous in nature. Okay, it can be monoecious or dioecious. Monoecious in the case with coconut, and dioecious in the case with our phoenix date palm. Okay, perianth. Now we are going to talk about perianth because there is tepals. Okay, 6 tepals are there. They are arranged in 3 plus 3 fashion. Okay, and thus when you touch the teple, it is very soft, not that much hairy and all. It is having imbricate stage. This is a diagrammatic representation of our plant Cocos nucifera. Here you could see the trimerous condition, and the number of stamens is double, 3 plus 3 condition, 6 stamens are there. This is the LS of the male and female flower. This is the inflorescence, that is a spadix. And when you see that the arrangement of tepals and this androecium, 3 plus 3 condition can be seen. And when you talk about the female flower, there is only tricarpellary, but syncarpus or apocarpus ovary can be seen. So it is a superior ovary. So this is our feature of Araceae family, and we have already discussed there is 6 stamens in here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arranged in 2 words, 3 plus 3 each. Versatile anthers can be seen. Versatile anthers, dithecous it can be. The filaments is very much short and not that much distinct. And when you talk about the gynoecium, no, that is tricarpellary. Axile placentation is seen. Axile placentation. And that stigma and all, it will be very short and 3-lobed sometimes stigma. Style is very much reduced, and 3 in carpels are number 3. Carpus is numbers will be 3, and fruits is usually berry or fleshy fibrous coating, that is in coconut and all, Cocos nucifera and all, the outer mesoderm that is being used as fiber, right? And the phoenix seed is very hard, and the fleshy outer covering you can eat it. So the seed is endospermic, and the pollination is through anemophilic or endomophilic. This is a floral formula of male and female flower, and this is hermaphrodite flower. Okay, and this is about the Cocos nucifera. This is the inflorescence spadix, and this is a male flower you could see in the top, and the female flower you could see in the base. And this is the diagrammatic representation, and this is a floral diagram. See the floral diagram, tepals also 3+3, and anthers also 3+3. Gynoecium, you could see tepals is 3+3, and the tricarpillary condition, see the tricarpillary condition, and this is our fruit LS. Okay, this is the feature. And there are a lot of economic important plants in this plant. Food, as medicinal plants, fibers, wax and oil, like coconut oil from coconut endosperm, then ornamental plant, fibers, again coconut, that mesocarpus being used, and for medicinal and for making basket and all we have calamus. Okay, and the sago palm is an example for toddy, alcoholic drink toddy. Okay, and that is also very much useful. And next is our Poaceae family. Poaceae family, we know that spikelet is the main inflorescent character. This is a Setaria plant, and this is a rice plant. See the versatile and the anthers are being exposed, and you could see that filaments are very much long, not like our Aracaceae. Aracaceae, the filament is very short, but in here you could see the long filament. And these are the vegetative characteristics. Their majority are what herbs, annuals, and perennial shrubs. Sometimes tree like bambusa is a tree. You could see adventitious roots are there. The stem is having nodes and internodes. That is a feature. There is this nodes and internodes are there, and the node region you could see a lot of glabrous hairs are seen. And what about the leaves? Leaves is can be alternate, symbol, exstipulate, sessile. Okay, here also you could see that leaf sheath is there at the base, and the other features, parallel venation, and we have already discussed. See, this is the condition there. Okay, and this is a spikelet. The arrangement of in the rachilla, no, you could see lot of small spike with sessile flowers can be seen. Then the arrangement is known as the spikelet, and the spikelet is also having some important inflorescence features also. See the leaf base has been covering our pedicel. See, this is a very interesting feature. See the arrangement of the spike flowers, that is known as the spikelet. Okay, there is an involucral leaf also is there for supporting this spikelets. And this is the floral character. Floral character, I have already told the inflorescence is spikelet. This is the arrangement of the sessile flowers on a rachilla. Rachilla means what? A central supporting, just like our pedicel. Okay, and the spikelet consists of a short axis, that is our rachilla. Okay, when we talk about this is the main plant. Here you could see that very interesting glooms are there. This is the lower and upper glooms, and they are supported by another lodicules are there inside, that is not visible in this diagram. You could see the anthers, and ovule is there here, and this is a pallia, and this is a lemma. Lemma is what? Lemma is having a tip. In this tip there is on is there. Oh, there's another additional appendage and all. Here you could see that a lot of hairs are there. Okay, and this is about the features of our spikelet. Okay, so these are, so the flower can be bracteate or bracteolate. Sessile flowers, no, there is no any attachment of pedicel. They can be zygomorphic, hypogynous flower because the ovary is being raised. And here there is perianth, we are saying it as lodicules. Lodicules are seen just below. You could see here. See the lodicules, they are seen on that pallia. Okay, almost at the same range on the pallia. And here we are representing the perianth as 2 because there is 2 lodicules is there. And what about androecium? Trimerous condition, no? So 3 stamens can be seen, and sometimes rarely 6 for bambusa plant. Then other characters are almost same, that is Dithecus, versatile. Long filament is there. In Aracaceae you could see only short filament. Here you could see long filament is there. Gynoecium is monocarpillary, since because it is tricarpillary, 2 is abortive and 1 is only alive, and it is having basal placentage. So we are saying it as monocarpillary only. Okay, and the stigma, no, see the stigmatic surface is a lot of feather, you could see, feather like. The fruit is same as Caryopsis. Caryopsis means what? Achene with the pericarp, completely united to the seed coat. It has been attached. You cannot separate it. It is very much attached. Okay, nut is in Dendrocalamus and berry in bamboos. What about the seed? Seed is endosperm. Only single cotyledon, no? And you're saying it as scutellum, and there is an alluron layer. Hope you remember the monocot embryo. It is very interesting alluron layer. Amyloplast are present. Hope you remember all this. And what about the floral formula? Floral formula is very easy because it is zygomorphic and bisexual. And the perianth, no, we are represented as 2 lodicules, okay, and the others can be 3 or 6. And what about the gynoecium? Only 1 is there, but because other 2 are abortive, so it is having superior ovary. Okay, so this is a feature of our wheat. Here see the leaf base. The leaf has been attached to the peduncle, right? It has been covered, completely covered, and this is our spikelet, and this is a single spikelet. On the lemna you could see. On means what? A horn is thorn is there, okay, and this is the flower, opening of the flower. You could see the long filaments with the stamens and the pallia, and you could see the lodicules. See the interesting lodicule supporting our ovary. And this is the diagrammatic representation of the floral diagram with pallia and the lodicules. See the 2 lodicules, and this is the sterile, abortive chamber. You could see this is a basal placentation, okay, and this is the diagrammatic representation, or Oryza sativa, okay. Here also the same feature. Again, I think I don't have to discuss much. Now, what are the economic importance? Food. Wheat is there, rice is there, or rice is a fodder plant. Hope you remember. Sugar, saccharum officinalis. See the notes and internotes. Very interesting. For building material it is being used. For furniture it is being used. And aromatic grass, that is vetiver oil, has been obtained. So a lot of important economic important plants are there. And it's very interesting feature also. Okay, thank you so much. You hope you understand this.